I'm from New York, but I came out here to stay with my mom, and she passed away in 2019. So I took over her apartment, but I just wasn't able to keep up with the rent that she was paying. And it got hard after a while, but eventually I was evicted. It's a big fear when you have to worry about where you're gonna stay with your children. Like, if I was out here with no kids, it's just me I have to worry about, but with children, it's like, you always have to worry about them first. So that's really a scary feeling to know you might not have nowhere to go.
Everybody's from different backgrounds. You have to come in with a fresh mindset and treat the individual as an individual, meet them where they're at that time. Just to see the smiles on their face when they eat a well-balanced meal besides noodles and getting vegetables and there's the little things that as a parent, you know, you look at just something simple as vegetables, you know, toiletries, just little stuff that people take for granted. They're so grateful. And so I like it. I love my job. I love my job.
A lot of people, I learned over the years, they're homeless because they have mental disabilities. But a lot of people become homeless because of circumstance. And I fell into hard times. COVID came in, the job market became slow. I had no income coming in, and therefore I had no place to go. Anybody can fall on bad luck, so the prejudgment or to judge a person for being homeless, you have to be careful with those things because you never know where life will take you. I just encourage people who have compassion and open mind to homelessness, don't look down on people from being homeless. I thank God for people in places like this that help people like me who want to do better. Union Mission is not about handouts. It's hand-ups for people who want to come up, who want to do right. I say I owe it to myself to utilize the resources that's being put and presented before me so I can make my life and my situations better. Union Mission is giving me that opportunity.
I was in prison for 25 years, and when it came time for me to parole, didn't nobody want me. My family wouldn't let me parole out to them or anything, and I was just basically stuck. And so we made some calls, and we stumbled upon this amazing place in Savannah called the Union Mission. I was so paranoid, you know, from being in that place so long. I was like thinking everybody was out to get me. I was thinking I was going back to prison, and them people just took me and like, look at him. You not going back to prison. You gonna get you a job. We gonna help you get you a job, and you gonna do the right thing. They let me start working for them at Union Mission at the litter team, helping clean up Savannah. It made me feel wanted. It made me feel, you know, that I can do it.
Can you imagine spending the last, let's say 15, 20 years of your life in prison to be released, and the only thing that you're told is you're gonna be released to a shelter, here's your paperwork, have a nice life. That alone is traumatic. That alone would put them in a defense. And then once they are released and they realize that they're pretty much on their own, and then they walk into the doors of Union Mission.
So when a client comes to Union Mission, you know, they have struggled with so much and they don't even realize how in-depth some of their issues and their struggles are. So we immediately start with an assessment with them just to see how we can wrap around services for them and just give them an embrace. And you know, a lot of the biggest struggles is their past. Their stories are so in depth. The range of mental health diagnoses go so deep. There's just such an intensity, a lack of trust, a lack of faith in themselves. And I think that's one of the biggest things that I enjoy here is that that little bit of hope for them that they need to push themselves further and move to be not just surviving, but to thriving.
I feel that I'm getting the service that I need in order to be a better person, also to overcome certain things that I'm going through. And I think that Union Mission is definitely serving me well by providing great service to me to help me understand my emotions, and also giving me different ways to cope with things that I'm not able to deal with on my own.
Living on the street is dangerous. It's scary. You don't know where you're going. You don't know where your next meal is going to pop up. You got nothing to keep you out of the weather, whether it's rain, whether it's cold. I mean, I used to sleep at Forsyth Park, and I would shake so bad. And then I would go into Bull Street Library just to get warm. When you're out there walking the sidewalk, you're tired. And Union Mission will step in and help you out. They know a lot of people in Savannah. They know apartment complexes. They have apartment complexes. They have the greatest setup that I've ever seen a shelter have. When I got my apartment, it was the greatest feeling in the world. And there ain't nothing in the world like putting a key in the door and open it, and when you walk in, that's yours. Their goal is to take somebody off the street today.